Turn that shit up. Are we ready? Are we ready?
School, find another fool. I'm not hearing what you're putting down. Look around, use another tool. Come against me and I use it as fuel. The bull of the block, put the hammer on cock. Let me silence the talk. Violence in the street that I walk. A black hoodie in the 40 block. Venom in the shadow of dark. With the heart of stone, know me, I'll be setting the tone. Lyrical hammers that break bones. The great one's home.
Get out of here.
If you smell what the doc's pushing, you wanna see what's in the bag and you're caught looking. Ain't no mistaking, take a deep breath in. Yeah, the highs creeping in the doctor caught your ass sleeping. You'll never cheapen the Cali dreaming. Tick tock and you don't stop.
Don't stop.
Click clack and you step back.
Step back.
Hit a lick and you don't quit.
Don't quit.
Pop pop and your ass drops.
We gonna do how this shit work. Got the red laser lights and shit. Pass them. Don't get greedy, don't take two of them. I see my man taking two of them.
When that guy is right, he's done.
Pop pop and your ass drop. If you a Cali dreamer, lean on my shoulder, the holder of the rock. They told me I'd never see her the way that others thought. Put you on the spot like a dot on your head. If you forgot, tick tock, pop, infrared. They say we going in slow motion. We call it coasting, yeah, the boys from Pacific Ocean. We keep it moving, what we doing might keep you posted. Or you may never have a notion, you might catch emotion. Let's hit you with the hot one like a shotgun. Yeah, we caught one, now we got your attention. We top gun, stop son. Less is more, coming at your head like a 4-4. Pointing through the window like we at war. Come on, tick tock and you don't stop.
Don't stop.
Click clack and you step back.
Step back.
Hit a lick and you don't quit.
Don't quit.
Pop pop and your ass drops.
Motherfuckers got the block hot. Some out of time and try to get slick and got shot.
Pop pop.
Time to skip town like hopscotch and kill my anxiety with a scotch shot. All I do is hang around henchmen. All you do is hang around yes men. I'm a senior, you a freshman. I drink liquor, you drink a refreshment. We keep it gangster, you keeping it wankster. You got pop for being a prankster. By the dock, next to the tanker. You got dropped like a chain with the anchor. To the bottom of the ocean like shellfish. When you playing on a team, you can be selfish. Put the spotlight on Elvis. Yo, B, these dudes look fishy. I'm starting to smell fish.
Tick tock and you don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop pop and your ass drops.
This is great. How did you crack him? It wasn't easy. What do you mean?
About to go on a tear like a hamstring. What you gonna do about it? No, not a damn thing. Hit you with the solid blow, man, it's never glancing. Drop another slapper, then I take your bitches dancing. Got him on the floor, watching traffic get nasty. Home run hitter, ain't nothing getting past me. You a fucking patsy, call it like I see it. You can ask around and everybody's in agreement.
Bitch ass.
Young bucks telling me I'm old school. Put a G on it, homie, this is fucking gold school. Before the Pro Tools, Logic and the others. Yo, you couldn't touch us, there was no one else above us.
Motherfuckers.
Getting bags in every city like a damn king. What you gonna do about it? Nothing, not a damn thing. Can I light a fat one? It would be historical. You don't have to answer that, the question was rhetorical. Shut up!
when I go on a rampage. Just that shit you crack a beer too in your man cave. All the fans can't wait for the exact date. The beat is original, psycho less handmade. I walk in the spot, ladies looking glamorous, sipping on tequila. That could be hazardous. Women get feisty and spicy like sriracha. If that's flying out, tell your homegirl she's borracha. The liquor starts kicking in, the DJ killing it. Two-stepping with a drink, everywhere spilling shit. Setting off smoke alarms, weed from the local farms. Put your hands on me and leave with two broken arms. Take it from the mob boys, get your fingers chopped off. Betrayal is a bitch, you see what happened to Bob Ross. Try to administer with a forgery signature. Put a hole in your head and keep it sinister, the finisher.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Welcome to the highest show in the world, the Dr. Greenthumb Show, live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Kick, X, and the home site, www.brealtv. What it be like? To my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJ C minus.
Hello. Happy
And
Monday.
To his right, the illustrious Son Doobie. We got the sideline crew in the house, Bolton Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what up? How you doing?
Great. And I'll tell you why I'm great, because our special guests today are some of my brother's legendary, inspirational. I can't say enough great things about these gentlemen. Pasta Noose and DJ Maceo De La Soul.
Hey. Thank you. What's up, my brother?
First off, I want to start by giving flowers to you guys that I probably never had a chance to say, in a public forum. But you guys were inspirational to us because you guys were being yourselves in a different way and pushing a line of hip hop that was different than many others. It was distinctive. It had its own sound. Like you knew a De La Soul song when it popped off. And some of the first shit that I heard from y'all was so inspirational, like that, it kind of put a flame under us, Muggs included, in terms of production and, how we would do our thing, man. So thank you for being y'all and not being afraid to explore the musical path that was laid before y'all, man. That's one, because y'all did it very different. And two, for what we do here, right here as this live stream. I told you I was going to say this right before we started, but my man DJ Maceo put me on to the live streaming many years back through Ustream, which was one of the two giants of live streaming. There was Stickam and Ustream, and Maceo invited me to do something on the network that you were doing on Ustream.
Yes.
And I saw that. And Bobo and I had previously, we were doing radio, and we left radio because of politics and all the bullshit that happens there. But we were looking for another platform, and you totally put me onto the live stream platform. So thank you for that, my friend.
You already know, man.
And number 3, because 3 is a magic number.
Yes, indeed.
We all know.
Absolutely.
Y'all gave me one of the greatest checklist moments of my career with peer pressure.
Hey.
Y'all asked me to get on that. I was like, what? and look. Normally, like for when people ask me to be a feature, they ask me to write bars in 16, and hell no, I got to spit bars y'all created for me, and that was like amazing.
Yo, I mean, it was so organic the way it went down. So, I mean, because it was just like how he just did before we started. He just blew smoke in my face. He's side-eyeing you to make you laugh. And then because I don't smoke. And then he was like, yeah, this pressure him. And I was like, yo, that'd be a dope name for a song.
Yeah.
Hey, we just made this song.
The concept to that was dope, man. And see, in giving me that checklist, you gave me another checklist. Y'all don't even know what it is. It's the only song I ever did with Jay Dilla. Was with y'all.
Man.
Legendary, rest in peace.
Man.
Legendary. Wow. Wow, man.
Damn.
Yeah, y'all did that for me, man.
Oh, man.
I gotta say, man, hey, De La Soul has been good to be real.
Dope.
Well, bro, we've been fans of you since you came out.
And likewise.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
The love has been reciprocated for real. Like, I mean, Muggs, we've been knowing Muggs since 783.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's been big bro for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then his transition with you guys, you've been just an inspiration to us as well. Like, we look across the water of who we love and like, and we keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
I see C Miners on Twitch, and I'm in the chat room, right?
Hell yeah. That's my bro right there. That is 100%.
It's crazy how we've developed this bond throughout the years, because I mean, when we came out, you guys obviously came out before us, and we were like all about y'all. Anywhere we could go see y'all, we were doing that. And I remember there was one particular show when we were finally on, and we were opening for Third Base, and we were playing the same city, but you guys were playing the night we got there. I guess we were playing the following night, and we got to go see y'all. Tim Dog was with us, who was doing all kinds of crazy shit.
We did some shows with y'all.
Yeah, did some shows.
Up north.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Those very interesting shows with Tim, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when we got towards the West and the Midwest and West, because things changed the dynamic, like on how much people were getting down with that song. It's very dangerous in Texas.
Very much so.
I remember seeing, because we would watch his show, like right before we were going on after him, so we'd sit there and see what the vibe was going to be like. And in Texas, man, they love them some Eazy-E down there. So like when he's talking all that F-omps and shit, they start lifting up their T-shirts, letting them know, like,
not that song.
Not that song. Yeah. That was wild times, man. But no, man. It's been great to become friends of yours, man. Because like we did.
I'm saying
because we didn't anticipate that happening. We were just fans of y'all, and then just something clicked, man. And when y'all asked me to get on that song, man, I was like, man, love these fucking guys, man. We've been. We run into each other in the craziest places and smoke the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just I just gotta say, man, it's an unforgettable feeling to have been able to like get down with y'all and call you my friends, man. We run into each other in places and we're like, oh shit, what are you doing? Oh, there you go. Oh man, I gotta say congratulations on the new album.
Thank you so much, my man. Thank you, man.
Let them know what it's called.
It's called Cabin in the Sky, man. It's a beautiful album. Very proud of it. Drops November 21st. Yeah, man. our first album, obviously, without Dave here in the physical, and we just felt like, yo, it was something we need to do just right by him. Like, I keep saying that, like, if any of us of Asian remember that movie Outsiders when Matt Dillon is sitting there in the bed and they about to fight the social, and he's like, yo, give me the knife.
Thank
and
you.
He turns around, he's like, yo, we got to do this for Johnny, man.
Yes.
Johnny.
Yes.
Johnny.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
I was like, we got to do this for Dave, man.
Thank you.
That's right.
Yes.
I wasn't holding a knife. I was probably holding a fork. And I was like, yo, we got to do this for Dave. You know what I'm saying?
Mace would have been holding a bong.
Yeah. Definitely holding a fork.
Nah, but like everything I heard, like all elements of it, right? It's 20 joints.
Yep.
And it doesn't feel like it. Because it feels so good and it rides so nice that it just goes by. You don't even realize you knocked 20 joints down. But not only that, just the cohesiveness of it, of having Giancarlo Esposito like do the narration on it, that was dope. And the features, man. The features, they showed up for y'all,
they
man.
did. Showed up and showed out.
Everybody showed up
Yeah,
and
man.
showed out. Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, us family, like, you know, Common is on it.
Yes.
Black Thought is on it. You know, I'm talking about Killer Mike is on
Yeah,
it.
Killer Mike.
Slick Rick is on it.
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you that shit was dope. Like
Thank you.
how y'all fucking skilled that, man.
Yo.
It's a new take on Young World.
Yeah. No, it was something we really want to do. Something just lyrically, I just want to do it from a standpoint of like not being mean to the young guys, like because we know what it is to be young.
True that.
You know, so I mean, I just want to kind of come at that pace of like, yo, we got y'all back in a lot of ways, and we can teach y'all.
Yeah.
So when Rick heard it, it was just like us getting approval, and he was like, nah, like I love this. Like, can I get on it?
Yeah.
And so
Hey, that was a great move for y'all to put him on because it just sounded so natural. It felt like that old school vibe, you know what I'm
man.
saying? But with the new school flavor on
Exactly.
it. And I'm glad y'all said. I'm glad you said this because like not enough of us from the gold school say it because we're the gold school.
Yeah.
Fuck all that old school shit. We're the gold
Indeed.
Right.
school. You know, a lot of us when some of these youngsters came out, we didn't embrace them like the guys before us embraced us.
Yeah.
And were willing to pass the torch to us or even give us the stamp saying, hey, man, y'all need to listen to this shit over here.
Yeah.
A lot of our generation, we were like too bold on that mic and we don't want to give it up because we know we still got that fire.
Right.
But you could still have that fire and that flame and that sharp sword and give it up to some of these young bucks that are sharpening that sword.
Yep. Totally agree with you.
And I feel like it's more of us need to do that, like you said, instead of being mean to them, like fucking embracing them and like, you know, if possible, guiding them, and if not, just supporting them. You know?
That's real. I mean, a lot of it I think is the distance. Remember when we came up behind the cats, we came up, you know, growing up too. We actually came up in the same room.
Yeah, with them.
We was in the same room.
Yeah.
We had to go through that room.
Yeah.
It's a different room.
Different room.
Yeah.
And we looking across the way, you know, and we critiquing across the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, you know, it's different when you could critique in the same room, but when you watching it on TV or whatever from afar, your criticism is a little bit different.
Shit
and,
gets
and-
misinterpreted. Too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it'd be nice if we could all be in the same room. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think we need more of that shit.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. You know, I like when they throw like some musical festivals that we've often played together, and it's mixed genres like that, and they'll have some guys that are, you know, in our school, they'll have some younger cats and then other motherfuckers in different genres and stuff like that, and I feel like that's the key on like building those kind of bridges because you're in those spots, and if you run into each other, it's hard.
Yes, indeed.
To not say what's up unless you're on that bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what we were always blessed to have because
Yeah.
first tour we did in '89 was just like it was us, NWA, Ice, Slick Rick, PE,
Too Short.
Too Short was on it.
Damn,
Man,
stacked.
It was stacked. It was like every
Kane,
now JJ
Slick
Fad
Rick.
every now
Yeah.
and then.
But then right from there, we went to doing these gigantic festivals like Fine Young Cannibals, and like we got the taste of like you said, going overseas in these festivals that could have this rock star, this hip hop dude, this folk dude,
pop star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you cross paths with these people. So it's definitely a dope way. I mean, we were blessed.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying we were blessed to do that when we met ASAP. Like ASAP was on the same
A$AP
festival.
Rocky, we was on
He passed by and
Yeah.
just sat down and just started kicking.
And
it
we had
to
a
us.
good conversation,
Beautiful
great
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
You know,
You know, the key to some of the success for some sex,
Yeah.
part of this whole shit, right? Is the nature of a global hip hop group, right? They can go do these festivals and live there, and then be called back to these festivals because you're bringing the fucking goods, right?
Yeah.
And y'all opened up a door for a lot of us that wouldn't have been opened if groups like yours and PE hadn't gone out there, showed up, and like created those lanes for us
and
out
in the
there.
front, even like Run DMC.
Yeah.
Houdini, like they was over there first. Like, you know, and it kind of sucks being the first sometimes because people don't really know.
It's new.
You know what I mean?
It's new, yeah.
But one of them was doing Glastonbury Festival
way back.
Way back. You know what I mean?
Wow. Hell yeah.
PE Glastonbury Festival, way back. You know what I'm saying? So,
You know, what's crazy is that like we probably know plenty of people in our industry that do what we do that have had a significant enough run just in general, but have never been overseas, right? They never went and created the presence there, planted the flag, brought value to the group or the brand or the music and shit like that. And if half of them had gone out there in the time where, you know, all of us were going out there, man, it would have stabilized a career that would have, you know, went as long as they wanted it to go.
No, it's very true because, like you said, that was happening because definitely over here, we had this. Well, funny enough, when we came up with the idea for peer pressure, we had this summer jam lane. You know, like where I'll even say, like our own brother Buster, he could be like, "Yo, man, like I want my records to get played on all these stations, so I'm gonna make sure I do all the summer jams for this radio station, that radio station. Move around, you get your record spun." But when you start realizing, when we got to this thing where records being spun on radio stations didn't matter no more.
Yeah.
They hadn't built up that aspect of going all overseas and doing what they need to do. And now that's what they're trying to catch up and do these days.
That's that shit right there. Like, you know, because there's plenty of us that we know that had radio action over some of us, but didn't do those same numbers, even though they were getting mad fucking rotation. They didn't sell the units and they didn't sell tickets.
Yep.
And that's because they didn't do all that groundwork that was necessary to like get the people excited and say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna hit that record, man, because when they go on tour, I want to hear that shit.
Yep.
If you don't feel like that artist is coming on tour, how much you gonna invest in them if they're not known for that, right?
Yep.
So some of this stuff just, you know, like, you know, they sort of waste opportunities when they don't like take the time to build that. And I watched y'all build that. I watched a lot of folks build that. And, you know, because we were students, you know, like most especially with Muggs, because he was first in the gate with 783. He was with us before he was with 783, but I was off gang banging and fucking up. So, like, he took the opportunity with them and got in the gate and then came back for me later. You know what I mean? And him seeing all the things that how others were navigating the adventure of this music industry ride, right? Seeing the do's and the do nots. We kind of had a head start on that, like, you know, because we had examples to go by, like who was successful and why they're successful, and
you had a good mentor.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, we were watching y'all and others, like, you know, seeing how y'all navigated this, and then learning from mistakes that people we knew that were clearly making bad decisions and staying away from that shit. You know what I mean?
I could say for us, we was watching Stet.
Yeah. We were all watching somebody.
Yeah. You know,
Now, it's wild to hear you say that, man, because it's like, be real gang banging, but be real, when we met you, you were just the dope is nice as God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like what you would be like stereotypically. Where like now young dudes would be like, yo, this is what I'm doing, so this is kind of how I move.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things we in coming to LA, just trying to figure things out. And we could turn around and see like two gang dudes fighting, but then also they see daylight, they'd be like, yo, Holmes, that me, myself, and I? Like,
they totally
and
fucked
a
with
smile gets on their face, and it was just like, you know what I'm saying?
I think for some gang,
That's fucked my head up every time.
what's crazy is, so when I was banging, right, in our generation, you know, and I was like from, I'm gonna say probably in between 14 and 16 and up till I got into my 20s, right? Yeah, you know, the younger generation, we listened to hip hop, so we were about all that shit. You know, we were fucking with y'all, and sometimes we'd remix the lyrics to gangbang lyrics and shit like that.
Remember?
You know what I'm saying? Our older homies did not fuck with the rap shit. They were like, you know, the way Michael Jordan, they say Michael Jordan was, he didn't like no hip hop shit. It was all R&B and old school shit for him. That's what a lot of older gangbangers were doing. They could not fuck with the rap shit. It was us and our generation. We felt it was ours. And y'all got a lot of run in the hood. Fucking Beastie Boys, Paul Revere, that shit would get crazy run.
That's mid-'80s.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And, but the reason why, like when y'all met me at that point, and I wasn't like with the chip on the shoulder and still kind of like, you know, rough on the edges with the gangbang shit, was because I knew what the opportunity was in front of me, and I knew I wasn't going to get another one. And I knew that if I was the one fucking up, I was going to be the first one that they, you know, that they toss away. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, the other homies didn't have a gangbang profile on them like I did. So if anybody does anything, I knew the first motherfuckers they're talking to is me. So I had to change everything. That's why I didn't like, you know, wear a lot of, you know, red rags hanging out my pocket or red shoestrings or, you know, overtly like telling people that this is what I was from or whatever, you know. So I just kind of, you know, like learned that early and learned it young enough to where by the time y'all met me, I was past the set tripping or like having to, you know, prove that
I got to give a lot of respect for that, man.
Thank you, sir.
Being one of the ones to make the real transition. Like, you came in, you stopped living the story and you came told your story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm also saying, like, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I still feel like you are still children of, like, parents who had a different way of wanting to look for things and wanted something better. Like how my parents from the country, and they moved to the Bronx and they wanted a better life. But I think, like, as time went on for us, some of the children, just what they got caught up in, whether it was the crack era, it was almost like those children became way cooler with their kids, and they didn't have this separation. It was almost like they was in the street with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, that is the truth.
It's different. You know?
That's the truth.
So you knew how to put on that, like, you could be in the street, but you knew how to still come in the house and be like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. And you was wild in the streets. But
the biggest chameleons out.
Hey, you'd be surprised. Hey, bro, you'd be surprised how many motherfuckers were like hardcore on the street, and when they went home where they lived with their parents, they were like church kids.
Oh, man, I've seen that a million times.
Yeah.
A lot of my homies who really come from really sound homes got mommy and daddy and then church on Sunday, but throughout the week they wilding
out.
You know?
Yeah, that's what it was out here. Shit. I mean, and half the motherfuckers that bang against each other, their mothers go to church together. Their families know each other.
Right.
They went to high schools together, played on the same football, basketball, baseball teams and shit like that. It's a difference of a block.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, fortunately, I got over that, man. And, you know, I knew there was a lot of Crips in the industry, more than there were Bloods at the time. So, you know, but fortunately, you know, they knew this. They knew where I was from. They knew the get down. No one ever like set tripped on me. They were always like very cool with me and respectful and like willing to get down with me. Like, hey, let's collaborate on a track rather than this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. I like surprisingly, because I thought I was gonna get that.
Yeah.
But I had like a couple homies that did bang on the other side that embraced me. Were like, hey man, you're cool, man. Let's get down.
Gave that to you.
I'm like, that's what this is about. I'm not bringing that I escaped into this world.
Yeah.
Because this is something different. This is trying to show kids that there's another alternative. There's opportunities for you out there. There ain't just this.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to myself, I'll never set trip on anyone. I'll not let someone set trip on me, but I won't be set tripping on anybody, and I'll just be neutral the whole fucking time because it ain't worth blowing the opportunity.
Right.
Just ain't.
Nah, I hear you on that.
God gives you something, you better cherish that shit.
I mean, that's where I was at with it. Yes. That's clearly where I was.
I mean, it's a blessing to sit here with y'all, man. We loved all that, man. That's Cypress shit, nigga. Woo!
You know, it's a mutual love.
But
man.
I'm just saying, like, be all that Sun Dupe, nigga. Yo! We was listening to us try. We would be like bugging on certain things y'all would say, how y'all would be doing things, and it was definitely your identity.
See, and that was
y'all,
and we were tripping on that off of y'all too. Like the fact that y'all had like the family popping off of all these different artists. That's what inspired Soul Assassins for us to like, make our own clique and have our own musical family like the way y'all had it. You know what I mean? The way y'all had it, we were like trying to recreate that over here.
I remember having a wild night with this.
Oh, this fucking guy right here. Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah. It's Doobie. Right here, man.
Brother.
Yeah.
Hey, did you do an interview with Derek Bobo one time? And he was nodding out and shit?
Yeah.
I finally found out about the nod out, right?
Yeah.
Because we were sitting here talking and you know, we take questions from our live chat every now and then, and someone asked him if he had ever done heroin or something, or an opiate, right?
In the hotel or something, because we was on the road, and he was like, "Mason, we'll do this interview." He was falling asleep while he was interviewing.
Oh, that was the second one that happened.
Yeah.
Because there was one they caught on YouTube where he was doing where they asked him a question, he's smiling, and he's just. And so, fast forward. So many years later, you know, one of the folks in our live chat says, "Hey, Bobo, have you ever?" Because we always talking about, you know, doing mushrooms and acid and all the stuff from the old days when we do shows, we get fucked up before we go on. And they asked him, "Hey, have you ever done heroin?" And I thought it was going to be a no, because like I've always, you know, like I've always been around. Well, not always, but most of the time, I'm always around when he's getting extreme. And he was like, "Yep." I'm like, "Oh shit." And then I don't know if I think you might have been watching that show where you fucking commented like, "Well, fucking that explains what happened in the interview." You said some shit like that. I'm like, "Oh shit, it's real."
That was amazing. Amazing admission.
I looked at Bobo. I was like, "Bobo?" And he was like, "Yeah." I tried it once or twice, and during that interview, that was, and then there was another one before that. I thought he was just tired.
That's what I thought, you know, because he was on the road. He was on the road with the Beasties one time, right?
Yeah.
And on the road with you guys, he was back and forth.
He
on the road a lot.
was working,
and he was doing all his podcast stuff, interviews and stuff. So yeah, he fell out.
But the brain just switched off.
Just like real quick.
Oh, man.
That's my the sound effect.
So your turn was the second time I had heard about it, because there was another one that we saw on YouTube where
we was in the hotel one time and we did an interview, and Bobo was falling asleep at the table. I was like, "Yeah, Bo," you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You sure you want to do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
cool.
You my man.
Right?
You know you got me. We can do this. You know, anytime.
See before, like, you know, when he was falling asleep, it was because of the hours that changed for him and moving back from Argentina back to here, because when he moved out there, he had a total fucking try to adapt to you know, the time out there. And then coming back out here, and then all the travel, he was like totally fucked up with his sleep patterns. But then he fucking admitted right here one time that I tried it a couple times. And then he was like, you know, I was doing an interview with Maceo and blah, 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 blah. And then you commented Okay, now that makes sense. I was wondering what was going on.
Not boring.
It was tired.
I don't even really remember.
I'm not a boring guy.
But I do remember the one in the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Salute to Eric Bobo. He'd be here, but he's tracking some percussions on some of the new shit we're doing right now.
Right on.
And I'm sure he's
Salute to my brother Bobo.
Word up.
he'd love to be here right now. That is a fact. Because he loves y'all as much as I do, man.
Oh yeah.
And gotta say, man, it was dope hearing everything you guys put down on this album, man. The feature with Nas, he fucking killed that.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That running back record is
The running back, yeah.
crazy. Nah, man, it was fun making that. I was produced by Super Dave West, and man, he's just always been in our canon, man. Like he got the artillery. I mean, like Super Dave West always been down with us since the AOI era of our songs. And
Hell yeah.
so when he came with that, I heard it like to hear this Police sample, and you're like, all right, I know this, but where's this going?
Yeah.
And then it goes backwards. I'm like, where's this? And then when the beat kicks in, man, I was like, yo, Dave West, you've done it.
Yeah.
So I wrote my rhymes to that. To give it to Nas, forget it. I gave it to Nas early one day, at home doing what I'm doing, go to bed. Me and my wife's in the bed. 1 o'clock, my phone's going off. She's like, yo, who's calling you? I was like, I don't know. I get up and it's my brother Sean C. He's like, yo, Nas been texting you. I was like, what? He got his verses. He's got 2 verses. I was like,
shit.
what? And so I called him. And he was like,
That's
yo,
dope.
I needed you to hear these verses. Then he sent me 1 verse. I'm like, that's crazy. He sent me the second one. Dope. But we wound up running with the first one. And I mean, come on, man. We've been out before Nas, but I mean, like, yo, we study and we know who
God
Nas
MC.
is.
Yeah.
We know who he is. And
God
yeah.
MC.
the fact
Thank
he got
you.
down
I think
with
we
us.
can all agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
man.
Thank you.
And he feels the same, which is a blessing about us. He was like, yo, thank you for thinking about me on this. I'm like, you Nas. Like,
Hey, listen, y'all sounded amazing
Bro.
together, man. Like the contrast in the voices, man, they just worked. Y'all need to do more work with Nas. That shit would be stupid.
man, listen.
I heard it. I was like, ooh.
hold up real quick. I'm high as a motherfucker.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you right here.
Hell yeah.
We're high together right now.
Hell yeah.
I told.
He's sitting here complaining. He didn't want to do a bunch of press. He was like, yo, I should be doing
I
a
told
show
him,
later.
I said, yo, this should have been later. We should have been doing this at the end of the day.
You're just gonna get more creative. That's all.
I told him that.
You're right about that shit.
That's amazing.
Creative
You're actually right about that shit.
We know how this works.
But I don't know if anybody else outside this room might be ready for that.
If you got to do that little Spike Lee montage float thing, you do it.
Once
Stand still to float.
again, I come up in this motherfucking spot. Again. I love it. I want to get on the mailing list. I know that. I need to get on the mailing list.
Yeah, absolutely. What were we gonna say, C?
I wanted to ask. I noticed the production is Super Dave West along with Pete Rock and DJ Premier.
Yeah.
And you guys originally were gonna do an album of half Pete Rock and half Premier, right? Are these songs included? What was completed during those sessions?
Yeah. The album itself, it was going to be called Premium Soul and the Rocks. Playing off Cream and Pete Rock. So and us Soul, but nah, we never finished it. We did a few with Pete. We had a bunch of joints from Preem. Dave never really got on the Preem's joint, even a joint on this new album called NF. Like Dave loved that record, but he just never got a chance to write to it. So yeah, I mean, like when we got asked by Master Pill and them to be a part of this whole Legends run, we still actually contractually owed Master Pill an album because the Premium Soul and Rocks was supposed to come out through Master Pill.
Right.
So I just try to reactivate that. Like, well, look, we got this, but then I was thinking like, nah, I don't really got none with Dave, with Preem. Anything that he's on, like he's on this joint Good Health with Super Dave West. He's on this other joint with Super Dave West. He's on this other joint called Patty Cake with Jake One. I was like, let me just open up the album to
a lot of stuff he recorded during the pandemic.
Right.
Before the pandemic. And it seemed to fit.
Yeah.
Especially with trying to honor his legacy, bro.
Yeah. We didn't want no made up stuff. We didn't want to like take his rhyme
pulling
from
verses
someplace.
from
We
there
didn't
and
want to do
putting it
that.
on a new beat
Yeah.
and all of that.
So what you hear him on is what he was on.
That's dope.
The last record, Don't Push Me, he produced that himself, and he's on that. And the first record, he made that too. You Don't Stop, but he was just saying you don't stop. And I just felt like, yo, let me extend this and make a record out of it. It was something he just did during the pandemic, and it faded up, faded down, but I extended it into a song where his voice is like really like walking us through life. So yeah, man, I mean, it was a pleasure to have, of course, everything we have from Pete and Preem, but Super Dave West did his thing on it.
Knox on it.
Yeah.
He does the
Knox.
mic joint.
Hell yeah.
Mama, that's
Killer
Knox.
Mike,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even we have a joint called Just How It Is Sometimes. That's done by our people's Eric from the group Little Dragon. His
Hell
Eric
yeah.
and Joshua. So yeah, man, it was just great, man, to have and put together what we put together, man. I'm proud of it. It feels good. We could be nothing but authentically ourselves. So we weren't gonna change for nothing and just put out a great album and just give it to the people who are aligned with it. And it seemed like a lot of people so far, a little bit of the songs we dropping, they love it.
Yeah. I mean, look,
man.
the consistency has always been there, and it has not dropped. The quality of what y'all put down for people is at top level, man.
Thank you, bro.
No fall off, no drop off.
Thank you.
Bars upon bars,
day
and none of it sounds like, like shit you had to pull from this. It all sounds organic.
Thank
You know what I mean? And that's everything.
Yeah.
The noose, pass the noose.
Yo,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Upholding them bars.
B,
Yes, sir.
is that it's just only being a student of like, just the people I love. Like I don't just stick to like what we've done. I listen to whatever's going on now, and I take it seriously, man. And even down to the way we sequence albums, we're just from that era of just albums.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is, like we hear a certain song, like, yo, this sounds like something that should be at the end. Wait a minute, this feels like something that would just keep you interested in the middle. So that's why the runner back is where it is, like to pick you up again. But maybe the next song after that is Different World, and then Giancarlo's voice is like all that means something.
Putting the puzzle together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
know.
Dope.
Sequencing matters, man.
Everything. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come on, y'all DJ. Y'all
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, sir.
Ain't nothing like the right fucking track listing,
Yeah.
to take your shit over the top. It's got to be like a roller coaster ride.
Exactly.
It's what makes the album perfect is the order of the songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, and it really matters because you want that trip,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, a lot of people say it's a lot hard for them, but with you guys keeping it alive, I'm glad you guys are still putting that effort.
Thank you, man.
And I got to
I mean-
say, you said something that was very important to me, like, because I've always had this thought too, right? And it was something Muggs put me on to a long time ago, is listen to others. Study what others are doing.
Mhm.
Like, to be the best, you got to see what everybody else is doing, and then figure out where you're at, right?
Mhm.
In the middle, as opposed to what a lot of artists do, which is I don't listen to anything. I just listen to what we do.
Yeah.
I think when you do that, you sort of you fall off because you're not seeing what the motherfuckers coming behind you are doing
Yeah.
to get to your spot,
Exactly.
and like the evolution of the style of how and what we do. You know what I mean? Like keeping up with that, like constantly evolving your own style,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to staying like this. Like, and this is no disrespect to the Kings, because they are the kings of this shit, and they even though they're like second generation, if you think about it, they were the inspiration for a lot of us to do this. Run DMC, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Run DMC were like the spark for a lot of us, even though we know that there was.
I'll go even further back, man. Like,
Thank you, man.
Spoonie G, man.
But yes,
There you go,
I know there was heads that.
Treacherous 3.
Yes, I know,
Thank you,
I know,
man.
I know about the first generation
You know,
and the heads that were ahead of them. But Run DMC were like the spark, I feel, right?
Yeah.
The problem was as later on into their career, it seemed like, in terms of hip hop, they were only listening to what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they, like the other groups that were coming up around them, were flexing different styles, different rhyme patterns.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of got it just got in front of them, I think, a little bit. And that's why towards the last part you hear like Tretch writing for them and other cats writing for them, and like trying to snap them into the what was right
Right now.
right
yeah,
now
Right at
at
that point. Yeah.
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 And I feel like our school didn't do that. We always studied each other and studied what was new, and that's why I think a lot of us still sound kind of like in the now, right now.
Yeah.
Still sharp.
I agree with that.
Still evolving, coming up with different ways to flip.
And really paying attention to what to do and what not to do.
Not to do.
And you know, and come on, B, you know you're like that with your group. Like, y'all travel. So at any given time, you can see the young kid in Yugoslavia who's hungry.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
At one point, like, you know, London or New Zealand, and they're trying to like impress New York the way at one point LA and them was. And LA was like, you know what, New York, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We show y'all what we gonna do, you know, or New Orleans, like, fuck New York.
Or how the South said,
Yeah,
fuck
like-
New York and LA.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all, we
Let
got
me
this.
show y'all what it
But
is.
I remember.
When you feel, when you
yeah.
see that person who is hungry and you're paying attention, it sparks you. When you can see these young kids from whatever part of Japan who can break dance anybody from the United States, you're like, yo, you pay attention and you get inspired, and you're like, yo, let me get on what I am, opposed to just being able to say we're from the country who started something. Like, all right, but where are you taking it?
Where are you taking it?
You know?
Where are you taking it? Exactly. And I got to tell you, you're taking it constantly to new levels.
Man, thank you.
Like
Oh,
every
man, I'm
album.
going to say that to you. I know where you're taking it,
Thank
to
you,
next
B.
levels, baby.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
you guys were the first. I mean, the style was unorthodox. The way Paz, your verse was on plug tuning was nothing like what at that time, because, you know, everybody was into the house and all that, but y'all kept it still hip hop. But then y'all kept it had a little something for the house heads still. But man, for the gully hip hop gutter shit, you know, you guys you repped.
Thank you, my brother.
And the
You know what I'm
contrast in
saying?
your
Yeah.
tones too, like
Yeah.
in the tones of how you like how they interweave together, man. That shit was like.
Thank you.
I mean, realistically, man. I mean, you know, that inspired a lot of us to like, so that we aren't all rapping the same, not sounding the same.
Yeah.
Like giving contrast and dynamics and
One of a kind.
and layers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because like your voices layered each other's greatly, man.
Thank you.
I mean, it stands up. You know, you could play.
Appreciate
and-
you, bro.
No, listen, I'm a student,
It's the
so
truth.
you know I'm gonna tell you what I've seen
Yeah,
as
man.
the student,
Thank you,
and
big man.
I know that many would agree with that, man. I mean,
Oh, man.
fuck y'all, you know.
Plus, y'all were the first group that I ever seen sell out a club like Arena. I ain't never seen no one, no rap group sell out a club like an Arena. And when I saw y'all did that with, you know, the first album, man, and yeah, y'all killed it, man. The shows were amazing, and rest in peace, Dave. Y'all just killed it the way y'all passed it off, and Forget It Mace was just amazing on the turntables, 1s and 2s. It was a sick, man. I think it was the Palace. You know, it was so packed. I never seen the Palace so packed like that, man. In the 80s. It was 89. I hadn't even graduated. I hadn't even graduated high school yet, man. Little doobie.
Hey, did y'all
Yeah.
did y'all do a show
Love
with
y'all.
Ice Cube
Thank
at the
you.
Palace?
Shit, we probably did.
No,
We could have.
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Or the Palladium?
It was the Palladium.
I was there. I almost got in 5 fights.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
It was the Palladium.
Yeah, it was the Palladium.
It was.
I don't know. We had so many damn shows.
I think Quick was on that show too.
Yeah, I seen him there. I
For
seen
the
him there that
Palace-
night.
For the Palace, I think it was 783 opened up for y'all.
It could be.
It could have been, but it was a long time ago, man. That's how long it was,
man.
man.
It's that's what's amazing when you could do so many shows you can't remember.
Yeah.
That we played out here.
I don't know.
Was Zulu used to throw them parties?
Oh,
Water the Bush.
Water in the
Water
Bush
the
is one
Bush.
of them, but he's talking about something nations.
United Nations. Is it?
I think it might be United Nations.
United Nations, yeah. United
And it
Nations
was,
is one of them.
and they used to do the parties. Like I think it was at
Yeah.
United Nations.
Yeah,
like
United
Ren
Nations.
could be in the crowd, you could be in the crowd, and they
Yeah.
be playing. They'll pass you a mic while you're in the crowd. You start rhyming.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood Live.
They rocked it one time, man.
Hollywood Live was one.
Oh, that was
Yo,
Yeah,
Fire.
Hollywood Live. That's right.
that was
yo,
fire.
and it was just dope because like, trust, we was from like New York, and like so like us and Puerto Ricans was like this.
Yeah.
Not realizing that their parents didn't want to fuck with us. But you know what I'm saying? It was like we was like this. Like I came from the Bronx. I was around Puerto Ricans all the time. And then, you know, Long Island and all that. So when we came out here, we like, yo, Aladdin brother. It was like, nah.
Man.
Fuck out of here.
I learned
word.
Get out
I
of here.
actually really learned how
Get
to
the
fight
fuck out of
Puerto
here.
Ricans.
But hip hop.
Puerto Ricans are some fighting motherfuckers.
Oh,
man.
no, without question.
I actually learned how to fight from a Puerto Rican dude named Ricardo.
They're good with the hands.
He used to fuck me up.
Word? What's his name?
Me and
What's his
Ricardo
name,
we was some fighting motherfuckers.
But
we was always slap boxing.
I'm just saying, like, how hip hop can draw people out of their culture problems with each other, and it's like we're standing here along with hip hop, and I just think it just kind of allowed it to leak into other aspects of when I went home and motherfuckers act like they don't fuck with my peoples who's Mexican or my people's from over here. Like, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is cool, and you realize how much you are the same, especially when we started traveling, man. You saw what was the same, and then you saw the dope differences as well. And we all just gravitated through hip hop, and we learned to fuck with each other.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
You know,
And everybody learned how to perfect their show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
another,
question.
too,
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, listen, that was one of the essential things, like going on the road and figuring out your show,
Yep.
then giving it to them.
Yeah. Without question.
Yeah.
We had to figure it out. Because, like, at one point, the visuals of 3 Feet High and Rising, we weren't really locked in on how to show that to you live. And then so we had people like Chuck D would sit us down, tell us this. Dougie Fresh would sit us down, tell us that. LL Cool J would be like, yo, do this, do that. And it helped, man. And that's
awesome.
what we felt like we did the same when Leaders came. Like Leaders had this
Figuring out
natural-
how to perform a bunch of songs in 20 minutes when you ain't got that much time.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Having the guidance that you guys had, like with guys like Chuck and LL and the rest. I mean, I think that's part of why you're like the mentality where you're like cool to these young cats, because it's the same thing. Like, we got to be that way. Like, you know, if they got a question, like, hey, how should I go about this, instead of dismissing them, like giving them that game, like the way they were so willing to give us game if we asked. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Well, you know,
important.
I always said the criticism just needs to be more constructive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Yes.
We can't be sunning them, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
be on these public platforms outing them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We can't be stepfather or fucked up brother. We got to be cool uncle.
Cool uncle.
No doubt.
Hell yeah.
And it means a
Hey.
lot.
Word.
It means a lot.
Word,
even-
man. Thank you, brother. Thank you
for real.
saying that.
And it
Word.
means a lot as well. Like when, just like in this time that we're in with this new album, and it's a blessing to see all the people who could comment. But I don't like sometimes when they comment on like, yo, we love this and this is what we need because these young dudes. Nah, man, don't put this album we made in the middle of your issues and your echo chamber of having a problem. We don't got a problem with no young dudes.
Yeah, just say we need this.
Yeah.
We needed this.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we needed this. This is awesome.
Great.
As
Yeah.
opposed to the comparisons, because that is what, like, you know, starts the fire on the bridge, because then someone sends that, they take it out of context and think you said it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then it blows up and becomes something that it's not.
Not
You know what I mean?
at all.
Yeah.
Man.
And for me, you know, that's like, I've been fortunate to have worked with a lot of the young cats coming up. Not all of them, obviously, but you know, when I started doing some of these collabs, I had a different mentality, right? I was like, well, these young cats want me to get on. I'm gonna show them what this rap shit is, and I'm like trying to cut their head off on their own song, right? And then I started realizing, like, why am I fucking cutting their head off and trying to out rap them? Let me just make the song better. I'm not gonna dumb my shit down or any of that, because I won't take work that I would have to do that. Because fortunately, a lot of the young bucks that were coming at me were dope, and they were actually students of the game, and I didn't prejudge anything. I just in the beginning I wanted to let them know, and then I realized, you know what? Fuck letting them know. They know this is why they asked me.
Exactly.
So let me, instead of try to out rap them, let me try to like snap with them and make the song better. And as I did that, I started getting more work from some of these young cats, or more calls like, "Hey, yo, Be Real, I got this track. You got some bars for me," and I feel like, you know, that's what the cats that were like older than us would have done. You know what I mean? Like, let's work together.
A little more collaborative.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because when I started getting calls from some of the dudes that I looked like y'all as my idols, like people that I was inspired by, there's no way that I can't work with someone who I think is dope just because they're in the younger generation that I'm like, nah, y'all ain't y'all ain't paid the dues yet.
Yeah.
Fuck that. If I think they're dope, I'm gonna run with them.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Should
And I feel like that's been why like I have a good relationship with a lot of them young cats, man. And I think that's why they fuck with y'all, because y'all do that shit. Like say, hey, don't downplay what they're doing
at all.
I mean, shit, overall, I'm inspired by creativity.
Right.
That's it.
And it all starts with noise, trying to come up with some cool shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And when you're looking at across the room and when you fuck with something, you fuck with it. You fuck with somebody, you fuck with them. You know what I mean?
And I'm also inspired by people who believe in what they're doing, and if they are a little left of center, they take it with their crew to where they need to take it to. I love that. Like whether it was the ASAP Mob crew or whether it was West Side Gun and all them dudes like Griselda,
Migos.
yeah, like
You know what I'm saying?
yo, because you believe in what you're doing. Because I know how it was for us to believe in. Jennifer taught me, and I know that it wasn't the toughest, the streetest record. And you could have someone maybe like Dre who appreciated music, love it, and you could have the person who fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It's subjective.
Yeah.
Highly subjective.
You know?
That's true.
And I get it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you can understand that, it was a piece of art I want to do, and I did it my way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It
And
wasn't
a good song is a good song.
A good song is a good
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
That's
No shit.
absolutely 100.
Yeah, man.
You know, so it sometimes don't. It's not the people that are putting out the music that like fucking say these things. It's the other people in between who want to create something by adding some shit like that. And it's like, hey, listen, I appreciate the compliment. I get it. But let's not downplay with what they do. What they do is art, and art is like any other art. Like someone may see something great on the wall, and the person next to him might say that is crap.
Yeah.
But it's all a difference of opinion, and there's people that support one or the other.
Yeah.
And just accept that. Why spend time knocking the shit? Because what does it get you?
Nothing.
Right. And that's why it's best we don't engage in that part of it. Like,
Exactly.
okay, thank you. But
totally.
they're always going to do that. This trollism that happens today is always going to be that. Like when they don't see anybody else hating, well, let me just throw some shit in there and see who bites on this. You know what I mean? Like everybody's showing love and flame emojis, and it takes one motherfucker's. This is the way it needs to be. These young motherfuckers don't know how to do this shit. And then it causes other motherfuckers to be like,
I'll say.
Get them.
And they be like, all right, you old niggas. They be like, yo, we didn't even say nothing. Like, what you talking about?
Yeah. That's how it always is, man.
I think everybody's going to have their criticism.
Right.
Yes.
Can't please everybody.
No, without question.
Then you shouldn't try.
Not at all. What's the point of that?
Do what feels good to you, right? And knowing that it's like it's going to be in the world forever after you put it out, and you got to be good with it. Because there's plenty of motherfuckers that aren't good with what they put out into the world
at all.
After a few years, it might not age well, and they're like,
that is there's some stuff that it has aged well, and you still got that individual who's like,
right.
I don't know.
Because it wasn't
how people looked at me in that period of time.
Yes.
Because I know, like we were talking about it some months ago about how like even the Beastie Boys, right, towards before MCA Rest in Peace passes, they're changing lyrics, they're leaving songs out of their set list because of what they were talking about before they became. Or before MCA became a Buddhist, right?
Yeah.
And it felt like he needed to change some of that shit because he, that it was reckless. Some of the stuff he was saying, obviously, and defensive towards women and other groups and shit like that. And, that for some it becomes a thing where it's like, nah, I can't play that song. I don't feel right playing this song or saying these particular lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any of that. But that's me.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you that, hey, listen, I'll be 1,000 with you. And I've said it here. There'll be times where I'm so fucking high on stage, right? Before we, as we're on, right? I'll be high already. And then it gets to the point where we're breaking out and fucking joint on stage. And I'll be really fucking stoned, and I'll be self-analyzing the songs as I'm doing. I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying this shit to people. This is really violent and aggressive. Be in my head like I'm
gonna do now.
Hey man, it was a period of time in your
Yes.
life.
After I meditate, I realize that, so I don't feel bad about it. But like
on,
in the moment, I'm like,
it was a real.
Oh, I could just
It was a
kill
real
him.
story to tell. You know what I'm saying?
no, I mean,
It's a book that's gotta live on.
It's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
true.
True.
I mean, because these are all based off of experiences that were a part of our lives and stuff like that. But it's just like I'll be there high as fuck, and I'm seeing the crowd, and there's some young ass people, like really young.
Yeah, yeah.
And it didn't matter. Like back in our 20s, it didn't matter because we thought we're talking to the same motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here we are at 50 talking about to these young motherfuckers. I'm like, damn, this shit feels crazy.
Being responsible and shit. Right?
Being responsible. I'm not your role model.
I know. Yeah, it's wild even to think about how even like some of the most legendary records that were diss records, and that at some point
Right.
you can have like a relationship that's now formed and between the person you was an enemy with, but the song just lives in a space that like
it's
damn,
undeniable.
that was like The Bridge Is Over will always be a fucking krs-one not do it.
Yeah.
But he'll do it, and like him and Shan is in such a great place with each other, and people can see that as a part of the time, but then I can understand maybe why Nas and maybe Jay will be like, yo, we'll just stay away from them.
Yeah.
It's a period that they don't want to go back to when we live and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, true that.
It just depends,
I like
when
that.
a diss song is an iconic diss song.
What are you gonna do?
What can you do? No Vaseline? I mean, we all love NWA and Dre and Easy and all them.
Prolific
Easy rest in
spit.
peace.
Yeah,
But that was a prolific diss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
How can you not?
Yeah.
Play it.
Yeah, when it comes on, you're like, ow, but you're like,
Wow.
It's a trip now. It's like the media, even social media now. Like you'll see like more articles that come up within a certain time period. And they'll be like, "What's the best diss record of all time?" You know what I mean? And they try to
I hate when they curate those lists because nobody ever knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, there's always some misses, but I did see a lot of them thought that No Vaseline is the number one greatest diss record of all time because he kind of goes in and says some of the most wild shit ever.
He says some wild shit. That's for sure. They should make a top 10 list of the shittiest list makers. Be the best. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the most viral one out of all of them.
Word. Yeah.
The
Thank you,
shittiest
B.
list makers. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I would love to make some.
Yeah, I've seen some shitty lists.
Shitty list, man. Yeah, on the shit list, man. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be on the shit list. I know you guys gotta run because you got a bunch of shit to do. So let's.
I'm done for the day.
Oh shit. You're not done for the day. Come on.
I tell you one thing though, I must say, I'm high.
Yeah, all right.
Are you happy?
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just, if my wife is watching and she's a big De La fan, wifey, look, he says he's high, he didn't smoke nothing, and we got high ceilings and the smokes enveloped us down here, and he says he's high.
Yeah.
Contacts
Man, a wall of
exist.
Contacts definitely exist.
Yes. Some people don't believe in them. They think
I've
it's
sat
placebo.
next to Mace on purpose, just like, yo, man, I need a kick in my lyric. Let me just sit next to Mace for a little bit. Mace is just,
There it is. Let's go to the asylum real quick for any questions we got for them.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got a Mike in here asking, yo, De La Soul, how is it working with Redman?
I mean, yo, Reggie
That's
is
family.
That's family. I mean,
Bro.
he's just a ball of energy, and even let alone where he's at now in his life. But when we worked with him on Ooh, it was just so much fun. It was even Dave in our group was just saying like, yo, man, we need this energy for this chorus. And he said, what do you think about Redman? I said, man, I love to have Redman on the record. And the crazy thing about Ooh is that there was a remix that we just never finished, where it was supposed to be Redman rhyming and Corrupt. Corrupt put his rhymes down, but then we never finished it. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Wow, that would have been crazy. But I gotta tell you,
Redman today is a Buddhist monk, hang gliding out of planes and shit.
yeah, he's
like
jumping out of planes, bro.
Yeah.
He's an instructor now.
Yeah,
Hey,
certified.
He sounded.
and whatnot.
Hey, he sounded like
for real.
he sounded amazing with y'all. I mean, that was another. I mean, fuck, every collab y'all do work though. I mean, it's hard to point one out that don't. There ain't one that don't. But I'm saying, like Red, like killed that moment with y'all. It's about meeting the moments.
Yeah.
And he met the moment with y'all and just tied it all together. That shit was awesome.
No, it was.
It's a classic.
Reggie Noble.
Yeah.
Man, you know, we done grew up with everybody in this game, man. You know? And, you know, you hold on to the good ones.
That's right.
Family's family.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
That's right. You know, shit. All day. All right, Bolton.
Karina saying, yo, salute to De La Soul, much love, and all the flowers to y'all. It was great catching up with y'all with Cypress Hill this past year. Been a fan since I first heard 3 High.
No, it was, you know, me and Mace could say it all the time, man. Like, when we got the call that we could go out with y'all, man, we was like, of course, we love y'all, bros, man. Because, you know, it gets to a point where for us now, like, shows is almost on autopilot.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, but who are we with?
Yeah.
And how the energy is going to be. And like we
come from that school, like you want to rock with who wants to rock the crowd.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody who want to bring their A game to the table to make sure this audience is left tired.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Period.
And to get on stage with you and to test my knees to see if I can jump.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, I'm counting calories the whole night. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of the workout.
Word up. Let's take your heartbeat up to the last thing before we bring it down, man.
I was like, yeah, there's no smoking before this jump.
The next one is going to be the Check Your Knees tour. Oh, shit.
But you love rocking with people who love to rock the crowd.
Yep.
And especially when you're fans of them at the same time. And you became peoples, you know, it's just, you know, it's like a family reunion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's nothing better than that, man.
Yeah, for real.
At all.
Jerry is saying, as a DJ that uses streaming apps, it is dope to see De La Soul's music finally available.
Hell yeah.
Nah, man. I mean, it was a blessing. You know, we went through all that. It took a long, long minute to say the least. We were still being positive. We were still putting out music. But to see like our first 6 albums not available, it was like almost you felt like you was being erased from history. You know?
Right.
But
yeah, in this digital world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
No, it was crazy. I mean, to have it taken care of finally, to even have like right when it was taken care of, like Marvel hit us up. And it was like, yo, we want the 3 Feet High and Rising joint in the Spider-Man movie. And so we had all these little kids like trying to Shazam it. And we had finally got control of the catalog, but we were just still trying to get things right. And they Shazam it and they couldn't find it. So it was just dope to see like a young audience wanting to have this music. And we knew it was going to not just stand in a place, not only with the people who loved it from the beginning, but the new audiences as well, man.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper's going through that right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's hope they get that shit figured out too, because you know, I mean, they're like the female Run DMC of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Icons, legends, they deserve that shit
Yeah.
too. And we need our streaming rates changed. Our fucking
Absolutely.
royalties on
Yo.
stream rates need to
That
be
shit is
changed.
criminal, man.
It is
That
criminal.
shit is
They're going to
criminal.
change it, though. They are.
Yeah.
They're going to change it once they have all the artificial intelligence artists up front first. Then they'll give us what we want.
Probably.
Okay, I see.
That's probably
Yeah.
Word,
Yeah.
thank you.
Once they figured out them royalties,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anybody who's making music now, you really love doing this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You
For real.
must love it.
Yeah.
Don't be having no side gig because you won't do it professionally with a side gig. That just ain't gonna happen. It's true, right?
That's
Yeah.
I mean, like none of us that do this that have been around over 25 and 30 years. None of us had a backup plan.
Oh,
Nah.
There was no like, well, if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna go work at.
we tried. I'm from that era where your parents, would say like, yo, you need a a
backup plan.
Backup plan, and Dave was studying to be an architect. Mapes was going to.
I was on my way to the military.
Wow.
Marines.
Yeah. Wow. I was learning music law, so I would have been a lawyer. I'd probably been way more paid.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, that's what we was doing. And then like I always tell the story where Leora came to my college, Leo Cohen, because we were being managed by Rush when we was about to come up with we came up with the new album, the first album. And then he came to my college like, yo, like, we got this tour with LL Cool J and Slick Rick that we need you on. Like, do you want to do college? What is for you? Do you want to go college? Or do you want to be a superstar? And I was like, I want to be a superstar.
There it is. That was the right answer.
I had to tell my pops, like, I'm dropping out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no B plan after that. I was like, I had a B plan. I was like, fuck my B plan. Like, I want to go with the A plan.
Yeah, there is no B plan after that. It's strictly on the one.
It's full steam ahead.
Yeah.
No.
Like, and that's the crazy shit though, as an artist, that you have to like stay, pretty much resolute on and not listen to people that are trying to say, oh, well, maybe you should, think about doing this while you're trying to get it together. Cause the minutes and the hours that you take away from doing this shit over here puts you behind. It's like math.
Yeah.
You miss a day.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Yeah. You fucked without question.
All right. What else? Oh, okay. We're good. All right.
I was gonna say, what did your dad say after you told him you're gonna drop out of college?
He wasn't happy, but he saw that he couldn't deny that we were on. We had already put out 2 singles. We had an album out. Like he couldn't deny it.
He saw it.
Yeah, he saw it.
Mayan here's asking De La Soul, who are like some of your favorite rappers currently?
Maceo?
I mean, I wouldn't say they're not really new, but who I do like. I like Evidence.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Vince Staples.
Dope.
J. Cole, of course.
He's a spitter for sure.
It's
And he kind of a hybrid to me, Anderson .Paak,
Oh.
Yep.
Love Mr.
And there's a lot more. West Side Guns. It's a lot of them. You know what I mean? A lot of them.
All right.
And they're also asking, can you guys talk about some of your favorite features or collabs?
That we've done?
Yeah.
Shaka Khan was definitely one of them because we were just such a fan of Shaka and, us just loved her. So to have her come along and get down with us and then she became like immediately like Aunt Shaka. Like, she's hanging with us. She's ready to do the song. She just needed her drink. She had her favorite drink, Fuzzy Navel.
All right.
Threw back a few of them, went in that booth. And
it was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
It must have been surreal to like
cool.
have her like
Shaka,
Yo, it's like, and like mind
vibe.
you, we recorded it out here. I forgot the name of the studio. And so she was with an engineer.
Diamond D was there.
Diamond D.
Yeah. We had she had an engineer, her engineer that she was very familiar with, and she was like, she does something and you just floored, and she's like, is that good enough? And like, it's Shaka Khan, of course it's good enough. But then her engineer was like, no, you can push it more. You can. And we was like, all right, well, let's get another take. And she just kept getting better and better each take. And mind you, the first take was golden.
She was just warming up.
Yeah, but. So that was definitely one of them. Rocking with Maceo Parker, Pee Wee Ellis.
Oh, yeah, that was a great time.
That was just a great to see the JBs.
A great week.
Ain't it a trip like to get to collaborate with folks like that you grew up to like listening to and like, oh shit.
Yeah, man.
And be on their radar like that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, a lot of the hip hop dudes we rock with too, but I mean, just as a fan of like all types of music, even on our last album, to rock with David Byrne. It was a joke. He was like,
fucking crazy.
Just ask
so
him.
cool.
He made.
Thank you.
All you could do is say no, and he said yes.
The people we grew up to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
David Byrne is calling me like, Pa, so I got the idea, and he's like, I don't got the words, but I got the melody, and he's singing the melody. I'm like, I'm fucking on the phone with David Byrne from the Talking Heads.
Man.
Crazy.
That's that shit.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
It's the unexpected perk of this game that you would meet like people you fucked with like growing up. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you, B.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like you know, like, and it's a trip because you wouldn't expect like cats in that era to know who the fuck we are.
No.
Right. And when you meet them and they give you game and they know you and they're like, it's like, oh shit, these motherfuckers.
Like, oh
are,
shit,
like,
you know me. Word.
Yeah. Like we were at an airport and we ran into Quincy Jones and we didn't think he was gonna know who the fuck we were. You know what I mean? We're totally so far separated from the style, right?
Yeah.
And he knew who the fuck we were. He was like, "Oh shit, you guys are Cypress Sound. How you guys doing? What you guys doing out here?" Like asking us what we were doing, and then just talking to us about music.
Wow.
And it was the craziest shit. Like the fact that he could name us all.
Wow.
Because normally it's like the New York, when they don't know our names, right? They just know the group. Hey, yo, Cypress.
Right. Right. Yo, Daylo.
All of us are Cypress. You know what I mean? They don't know it's Bugs. Hey, yo, Cypress, check this out.
With us is plug 1, plug 2.
That's
plug
real.
They don't even know our names.
No, man, no.
But you know, when they know our names and they let us know, hey, we still study this shit too. That's amazing. That was inspiring. I was like, oh shit, that means like when I'm 70 something,
Yeah.
he was probably at 70 something at that point. Because this was like 10, 15 years ago. I'm like, when I'm at 70 something, I gotta be on game like he's on game right now.
Exactly. No, that's dope.
That type of shit is inspiring, man.
It really is, bro. It really
Yeah.
is. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Dope. I like that. That's dope.
No, man, that's
dope.
amazing.
Well,
we've been blessed to have that happen. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about even outside of music. I remember Jesse Jackson saw us. He was like, I was like, you're Jesse Jackson. That's all I can say. It was like stupid question. And he was like, you're Pasta Noose.
Right.
And he didn't say De La.
Yeah.
He said Pasta Noose.
See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
that's golden, man.
It's like you've tapped into some shit when they know you like that.
Yeah.
And that is everything, man. That's what y'all mean to all of us, though. You know what I mean? Like you tapped in a different way that, the real motherfuckers that follow y'all know it's not just De La. It's like we know y'all motherfuckers.
I had my starstruck moment with Farrakhan.
Wow.
When we was on the Kings of the Mic tour.
Really?
And I was totally like, I couldn't believe he knew my name. The other brothers was looking at me and they were like, Brother Maceo, you want to meet the minister? And I was like, of course I do.
No.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
And he said, Brother Minister, Brother Maceo want to meet you. Brother Maceo to come on in here. I was like, what?
Wow.
That's awesome.
I was like,
man.
do you know I've been going to Savior's Day since I was like 8 years old at Pratt Institute? I had my moment. I was like, really? It was my moment.
Yeah, man.
Dope.
And he knew my name.
That's crazy.
That's like a different kind of feeling.
No,
when
it
you get
is.
that acknowledgement.
Yeah,
It is
different. Yeah.
And you know, you let's be honest. For me, it ain't necessarily saying it was like the acknowledgement you was looking for until you get it. It's like, yo, like these are people you respect, and
What?
the fact that they can
Never in a million years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like you don't think that you're on their radar, and they give you they give you these flowers, and you're like, oh shit, no, it's crazy.
It's insane.
Hell yeah.
Word up.
That's dope.
What else you got, Bolton?
Bibley is asking Maceo, Pasta News, and Be Real, what do you guys find is the most complicated part of releasing an album?
The most complicated. Wow.
Well, you know what I've found is it's timing. You know, because like back in the day when we were dropping records on Sony and Tommy Boy, what they dealt with as a record company is, you know, they drop it in certain parts of the year, and then you got to see who else is dropping in those parts of the year, and does your shit stand up? Will it sell?
Trying to meet a deadline.
Yeah.
That could be complicated.
Yeah. The deadline shit is hard too.
Yeah. Because you're looking at your art and you don't want to rush your art, but then you got to have this business side, or you're hearing the business side of people telling you like, well, your art needs to be ready by this time or it won't be put out by this time. And, you know, mind you, how you said we were on Tommy Boy, which is a pretty smaller label than your label, where you could turn around and have people talking about like, yo, we got this person, that person, that person. They got to come out. So you got to be ready here or they're going to go and then you'll go. And And I don't even know what it is to feel that because we never felt that.
Even the funky shit where like if they've given you a big enough advance and your turn-in date is what it is, right? Every month after that, they're taxing you for a good portion of that fucking advance.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know, like taking it back as this is we're penalizing you because you're not delivering. And if it's like if it's like you got heat, they don't want the heat to be fucked up, so they're trying to turn it up on you to get it out quick.
We never went through that, B, because we didn't get an advance. We had an adva. It was an adva without the ants.
Right,
Like our advance was so much smaller. It was like they couldn't take nothing back.
Yeah, our first advance was small.
wow.
Our second
That's
advance
very
was significantly bigger, but in that significantly bigger, it was like you had to deliver. Yeah. And fortunately, we delivered without getting any of the, penalties, fees and shit like that. But like, yeah, those fees were there.
Sometimes it's healthy to be under pressure because you find yourself tapping into something.
Right.
Because we did do that with Bionics. We got like this hard deadline, like, yo, we got to turn this in. And we stayed, and mind you, Bionics happened right after 9/11. And we're working on this album and we tapped in. Like we had, we in New York, we had a quad studio. We had like 2 floors running back and forth and we got it done.
That was definitely.
You guys were in a fucking zone.
We were in a zone.
That's dope.
And like, so it wasn't no compromise. We just tapped into something that was in us and we got that shit.
See, that is the pressure sometimes does add fuel to the fire because like we went through that with Black Sunday. Like we had spent so much time touring that we came up on a time where it's like, hey, you guys got to get off the fucking road and start working on this album because your delivery date is this. So we had like maybe 3.5 months to turn that shit in. So me and Muggs, we did like the first couple songs here. And we knew there were going to be distractions here, so we fucking skated out to New York, and we record most of it at Baby Monster Studios. Remember that one? Yeah, it was called Baby Monster or some shit like that. And there was one other studio we used out there that everybody fucking used. But we fucking hunkered down, and we recorded the shit in about 2.5 to 3 months. Brought Sen in on the last week to get all his parts and shit. And boom, out it went. We had to pull A to the K from White Man Can't Jump soundtrack, and we had to pull Hand on the Glock, which was a B-side remix for Hand on the Pump. And we said, fuck it, boom, we're pulling those, and we're putting this on this, and those 2 songs, along with, I think, the last song, Lick a Shot, that we recorded in Philly, those were the last 3 songs that went on that album. And the only reason we did that was because we were short on time. So, we said, fuck it, we'll pull those. They're good. They could stand up with everything else, and we used them. But had we had to like do those 3 new songs or 2 new songs, it would have threw us off maybe by a day or so. But but even that day or so could fuck up the target date.
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
Yeah. It may seem like a small thing, but for these corporations that are investing all this fucking money and like greasing all the wheels that gets,
decision,
yeah.
And it's like you said, you grease me for this amount of time. Where
yeah.
This is what I gotta wait for the next grease session for these other people. When this is your window.
Right.
You know,
it's all about window.
Yeah. Mastering the same thing. Like, yo, we set this window for y'all because we got these 12 other things that this record company is telling me we got to. And it's hard to see it sometimes as an artist.
Yeah.
It is.
We're that like. Look, I say it here a lot of times. There's no school for this shit. We're not prepped before we go in to this business. We have to learn it hands-on.
On the job training.
And you're blessed if you got a guy that's been through it before you, which is rare for everybody.
Rare.
So it's hands-on learning, and
when it even got to a certain success, I remember Paul telling us, he was like, "Yo, I can't help you any further because Stetsasonic didn't quite have the success you guys are having. So I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the rest we had to pretty much navigate on our own. You know?
And that's the crazy shit, because that's the whole of us in this hip hop industry. Whereas, like, think about it like this, right? When artists, some of the shit we grew up to, or our parents grew up to, and we adopted as ours later, right? Which was, let's say, the Motown sound, right? A lot of that stuff was all in-house, but in that in-house environment, they were grooming each other for, like, this is how you present yourself when you get success, or just as you're on the road to success. This is, showing up.
Artist development.
No, artist development,
Yeah.
which was fucked up, because in 1992 or 93 is when they pull artist development. I think Polygram was the first label to do that, and then everybody followed suit.
Wow.
That was the last of the sort of grooming the artist type of situation that existed for us in the modern era.
The whole landscape's changed.
Yeah. That's why all these artists are off the hook, and they don't know how to fucking do interviews. They don't know how to show up. They don't know how to, like, do their own shows.
Performance, the tours,
all that.
All of that is
Media training.
They haven't built their foundation, like we were talking about earlier.
All of that, you know what I mean?
Like we were talking about earlier, they never built their foundation doing the promo shows, promo runs, and all these things, like building up, opening for artists. They go now, and off they go.
Off they go.
If you know what to do or not.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of them don't know what to do. Some of them are savvy, though. Some of them do know what the fuck to do, and they've studied the lane and figured out how to make it work. But yeah, man, it's in our time, there was no, you're lucky if you had a mentor that knew the shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because after that, if you got successful and it was like beyond their, skill set, like, okay, you've gotten here, now I need to put you in better hands, because I only know this much. Y'all are now at this level. And that was big of him to do that, because most motherfuckers will hang on and try to take the ride. Yeah. And you have to stay open-minded and constantly be paying attention.
Indeed.
Because this game ain't gonna do you no favors.
Nah.
If you don't know, it's not gonna tell you.
Nope.
Ask questions.
It's a brutal one. It's a very brutal one.
Yep.
All right, what else you got, Bolton?
Tony in the super chats talking about clearing samples, asking if sample clearances are a scam or legit.
Oh, that's legit.
It's legit.
It's absolutely legit.
It's pretty legit.
It's a case-by-case situation.
So, it is case by case.
Yeah, because every owner's different. Not everybody, has the same stipulations for clearing samples, but generically, you got to get permission.
There's certain parameters.
Or there could be some repercussions if you don't,
Yeah.
I mean, depending on certain music, it could be where the music is like public domain. Is that's what
like public domain?
How old?
40 years or something like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, in first hearing that term, I was like, okay, so this is some old music with orchestras. I don't know. But I didn't realize, like, our music at some point can go under that too. Like you said, like about 40 years, and like no one got to get your permission for nothing.
Yeah. Well,
that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Super
crazy.
crazy.
That's they got to change the rules on that.
They got to change the rules, but it's all rigged. I mean, I don't want to jump away from the question, but it's rigged because then that's where, like, you will have people be like, so that's why I'm trying to tell you to sell me your music now before it doesn't mean anything. But it ain't gonna mean nothing. Why you want to buy it?
Exactly. There's no one takes something that's supposedly going to be worthless.
I think that only exists on one side. That's why the masters are important to have.
Right?
Because there's two sides to this. There's the publishing side. There's the mastering side. And I think the part you're talking about is the publishing side that end up becoming public domain.
Yeah.
But the masters a whole nother game.
Yeah.
That's why licensing and all them syncs and blah 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 plays a big part.
Well, point blank, it's real.
Yeah, it's
very
real.
Because if you don't pay it, wow,
they're coming to take your publishing on all of it.
Wow, boy, they will show up and they will show out.
Yeah, it's an ugly game. Like what's crazy is that it was because it was lack of information on both ends, right? Our end being able, like our labels not being able to like communicate to who we were sampling that, hey, look, it's not taken away from your song. And as a matter of fact, if this song goes, you're going to see a boost in your back catalog sales if you allow us to use this sample. They didn't. I don't think that the record labels knew how important the sample was to explain it to the owner of the music, right?
Yeah.
And the owners of the music saying, you know what, if that's going to get me back catalog sales, hell yeah, let's do this. Like a few of them older artists like George Clinton and James Brown, they got up on game with that, and that's why they allowed so much. But others that stood kind of like standoffish and like, no, if you want my music, you're going to give me 100% of the publishing.
Yeah.
They asked themselves out because they could have hit that back catalog sales. And then some artists said, fuck it, well, we'll give you the whole publishing. We'll take the hit.
I'll take the hit
because
I believe in what I did. And,
you know, we'll make money on the shows, merch,
Mm-hmm.
in other ways. This is like the sacrifice to get on the bigger platform.
That's why I said it's a case by case situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely that.
Yeah. But you will definitely have certain artists who just truly believe in their art and that they don't want you to touch it. I mean, George Harrison was like that. He didn't.
Don't
he didn't
touch
want you
my
to touch
shit.
the shit. I don't care what you talk about. I don't care about hip hop. I don't care nothing. Like, just don't touch it. Or
based
come
on where streaming and all of that is today, they're a little bit more lenient now.
Yeah.
Because just that catalog is kind of sitting dormant.
Right.
Yeah.
With nothing. You know what I mean?
That they're hoping motherfuckers go back to samples.
Right.
Yeah, people welcome for this new album. They welcome us with open arms. Like, come on in.
Come on.
We down to do some business.
What you want to do?
It was down to do business.
You know, that's the thing, though. You know, like if you're into sampling, you don't always necessarily use the loop. You chop it the fuck up.
Yeah.
And, you know, people got away from that just because, you know, like I think just the thought of if even you chop it up that they come after you, there's like, well, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
But realistically, if you could show the distinction, which you absolutely can if you're chopping, then, you know, their argument is pointless and it's a completely different composition. You know what I mean? It's just we don't know how to argue that properly, and our labels weren't going to argue for us, so they would just take the L, give them the fucking publishing, and let's go.
Definitely with record labels, they're looking at where technology is now, because a lot of kids is like, yo, who love that feel and that soul of sample music. Kids now are just using AI.
Yeah.
Kids is like, I don't need to sample your shit no more. I'll just have I'll have a soul record interpreted by AI that kicks out in 5 seconds, and I'll sample that.
That's where the bargaining power.
Or replay it.
Where they now don't mind you using their stuff because it's like there's something in the way.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy. Technology is a motherfucker, ain't it?
It really is, boy.
All right.
Mike B in here saying Stakes is High is my favorite De La Soul album. Rest in peace to Plug 2.
Indeed.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, Dave did our Dave did the majority of Stakes is High. I mean, I only did probably It's So Easy. I did the breaks. Something else, but I mean the majority of Stakes is High outside of the Dilla track.
Back. I
Dave
go to the
did.
bathroom.
Handle it. Yeah, man.
You know, so
classic material.
I mean, it was a beautiful making that album. Cause that was just that, and that was the first album we made where we had the title ready. Like every other song was just like, you know, title kind of came towards the end or somewhere in the middle. But before we started recording, like Dave's cousin had just said something like, yo, man, it's really important, man. Y'all got to do, you know, this out. Cause, you know, at the time, Balloon Mind State didn't really make the noise. Cause I mean, you talking about Tribe had Midnight Marauder, Wu-Tang had came out 36 Chambers, and Balloon Mind State was what it was. But it didn't really make the noise with all this other noise that was around. So when we came around to do Stakes is High, like Dave's cousin was like, yo, man, because Stakes is High, you got to get, and then everyone looked at him, and Unison was like, yo, that's the name of the album. So that was the first time we had that title before we even did anything. And then, so everything started being based around that title.
Did it come together easier because you had the title first? Like in terms of the ideas?
It came together because, the ideas, it already had kind of like a Northern Star to go toward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it just started flying. So I just remember being at Tip's crib, Q-Tip. He was playing records from JD Dilla, and every record just kept getting better and better. And it was, well, that's dope. That's dope. And Tip's like, yeah, we're gonna use this for the new Tribe album. So, whoa, that's dope. And then when that Stakes is High record came on, wow. I was like, Tip, let me use your bathroom. I went in the bathroom, put out my cell phone. I was like, yo, Dave. I called Dave like, yo, this nigga Dilla got this record. I was like, this is the title track. This is it. And we called JD and got that record. And it was like, yeah, like, so it was definitely, the records was just really falling into place really easily over that album.
That was a great choice, too.
Oh, yeah.
Classic material.
Oh,
and salute on the EP you guys did over the Dilla beat tape, man.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. What we call that? The inner, what we named that?
De La, was it De La Dilla? Or?
Nah, it was, basically like it played off Daisy, like the inner sound of Yancey. Yeah, man. Wow, yeah, that was fun, man. We had a lot of fun doing that. Shit, man. It just because some of those tracks was tracks like we just missed, like we hollered out to get it and someone else got it, But
that shit happens
all the time.
That hurts when it happens.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, we got one like that on this album where like one of the my brother Torre was like, yo, that Young World, that Yours record with Common and Slick Rick.
Yeah,
I asked Pete for that and I couldn't get it because y'all had it.
Yeah.
So I know how it is. That didn't happen to us a lot of times.
Y'all made that special though.
Oh yeah.
Y'all made that really special. That's the standout track on the fucking album.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
And your verse on the Common record too, bro.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Well, the crazy thing even about that was our record. Wow. That record, that was a part of the Premium Soul in the Rocks record. That was another Pete Rock just canon he had that we did.
Sorry about that, everybody.
So when we had put the Premium Soul, on the Rocks thing on the side, and then months and months and months later, Pete and Common is working on their joint. He somehow plays it by mistake, the instrumental, and Common heard it, and Common's like, yo, I want that. And Pete is kind of like, all right, but then Pete finally tell him like, yo, this is De La's record. Like, I don't think I can give this to you. Like, I don't know if they really putting it out.
Say you liking this too much, son.
Yeah, like you liking it too much. And I don't know if they're gonna put it out, but you gotta talk to them. So Pete actually hit me, and I felt the way about it at first because I was like, Dave is on it, and I'm like, this is something that whatever we could use it for, it's a dope record that got Dave's voice on it. But I just thought on it. I talked to my brother, our road manager, Smiles. I said, yo, what do you think? And he's like, yo, man, Common is family. You don't know when you're going to put it out. Just give it to him. And so we gave it to him. And then Common then was like, yo, thank you, Mercy. He was like, but I want you on the record. So I was like, yo, I'm down to get on the record. And it's funny how you just said, you said a little while back, I was like, but if I'm getting on this record, I'm going to try to kill him on this record. And that's how I wrote my rhyme. I was like, damn, I love that record. But that was a beautiful, and like, it was Grammy nominated and all that. It was such a beautiful record.
In that case, I could see, the mentality works. Got to kill it,
Because mind you, for him to take the record, the idea that me and Dave had, I couldn't use those lyrics.
Right.
So I had to write new lyrics. And sometimes when you've closed out on something, that's what that is. And I had to approach it from a level of like, then I got to be lyrical somehow. And then that's what I did. And I wrote those rhymes really quick, like, because Common not only wanted me on it, and he said, yo, and you got 4 days to do it.
You know what's crazy is that is a hard thing to do, right? Like your mind was set on that, and then you wrote a certain style to it.
Yeah.
And then you got asked to be on a different version of it.
Yeah.
And again, you don't want to use that same style because it's like that moment's gone, right?
It is.
And you have to up the fucking ante and like put the flip on it. It's not as easy as the first one.
No, it's not.
You got to be more of a technician on the second one.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That shit ain't easy. Salute to you for that, because, I mean, I mean, but I could see where if that had happened to me, I would have been like, oh yes, I'm cutting Common's head off today on the track. I love you, but I'm cutting you today. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, salute to Common. That album with Pete was fucking classic too. Man. That shit was amazing. Man.
Amazing album.
Real quick, the Dr. Greenthumb podcast is the top 50 podcast top 50 listen to podcast on iTunes and is available on all streaming platforms. All right, get up on game. Make sure you check us out on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen, and don't forget to drop a comment or leave a review of some sort. Positive or negative, we don't give a fuck. Just do it. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
All right. What else you got, Bolton?
C1 in here saying, yo, shout out to De La Soul. Pumped for you guys. It's going to be cool seeing you guys at the Australian tour.
Yes.
Going back to Australia.
Australia.
It's been a minute.
Nice.
It's been a minute, man. It's going to be great to get over there. I hate that ride, though. I can't wait till they get that Star Trek Energizer so we can energize that.
You know, they are working on a new plane, right? Like to do what the Concorde used to and get you there, 3 hours less or whatever?
I'm down.
They were testing it to see if they could get the flight off without the sonic boom, because that's mostly what one of the problems is flying over the United States. And then they don't want him to blow up. So
exactly.
So they've done a few test flights, and we may be seeing this shit again in the next 5-10 years, man.
Wow,
man.
We need that going to Australia.
We need that.
Places like that.
That shit is far.
Yeah. Well, for y'all on the East Coast, that's like a 20-some hour flight.
Easily.
For us, it's 18
like
or so. No, not 18. It's for us. It's like 16, 17.
Man, yeah.
I don't know. It
It's
sucks.
another 6 on for us. Yeah, it's crazy.
It sucks. That flight, I mean, when you get there, it's great.
Yeah.
But getting there is like, fuck.
Yeah.
You got to be in that flying can for all them hours, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. All right.
No Comment is asking, are there any more plans with Mass Appeal after the album?
I mean, it depends. I mean, we on a case-by-case basis with projects these days, but I mean, it's a lot of love over there from Nas and Peter and what they're doing. If, we could probably do something. I would never say no and close that chapter at all. I mean, this was really great. Definitely going to weigh our options on other things we're doing and other people, down to even our Reservoir. Like, we rock with them, with our catalog, and they're really good people, their family. So we'll see. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think, many of us want to keep hearing music from y'all, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the goal, man.
And keep the vibe alive.
Yeah, that is the goal, to make more music, for sure.
Yeah.
We love it, man. We love music. I know everyone can relate, man. We probably sitting on like tons of unreleased stuff because you just gotta from being an artist, you gotta just get it out. But yeah, man, we love making music, bro. So
yeah, it's hard to get it out of your system and say, you know what, I'm not down to do this anymore. Because you might hear someone and be like, ooh, I need to get into the studio.
Indeed.
Right.
And it's just that type of thing.
Right.
Like you could be out of the mode for whoever knows how long. That's subjective to some people, like go away for a little while. Some it's like a quick bit, right? But you hear something and you're like, oh shit, I need to get back in there and be creative and start doing something. Whatever this motherfucker's over here is doing, I got to get to that.
Right.
So I feel as an artist that spark is always there. It just takes a minute to for somebody
get inspired,
And some of us never lose that feeling. Some of us will just keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah. It's and I feel it especially in our generation because it feels like I don't know how it feels to y'all, but like for me, it always felt like if I let go too long, it goes away, and I don't want it to go away.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I hear that.
Stay doing
keep
the
in
shit.
practice with it and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I definitely know that feeling, but along with it, just wanting to do it. Like sometimes I'll just jump on a record with someone who could be like, they haven't been out. People be like, "Oh wow, you jumped on that record," but I was like, "Yo," they asked, and I liked the record.
Making beats and DJing and all that shit is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So,
Real.
It ain't going nowhere.
It's a part of you.
Yeah.
It's a part of us. You know what I mean? Like it's what we do. It's who we are, it's not something we could stop unless we were just totally fucked up about it, right? Like what our work pleases us, right? Because when we hear the end result, we're like, hell yeah, that's some shit right there. There's a gratification that comes behind it. When that gratification ain't enough anymore, that's when most of us will let go of this shit. You know what I mean? Because that's the end goal, right? Like you go through all these struggles and shit, but when you hear that at the end, you're like, hell yeah, I could let this stand up. And I'm proud of this work, or I feel like people need to hear this shit. When you're not at that point no more, and it's like, oh, I gotta go to that fucking studio.
Right.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's
fucking then it's done.
Yeah.
When you don't want to get on that tour bus or that flight to go on, that's fucking done. You may hate the flight.
Yeah.
You may hate the bus ride, but when you get there and knock the show, it's a different feeling.
Man.
When you don't give a fuck about that feeling no more, you're letting the other things prevent you.
I got my wife looking at me going, you better not put no workstation in the bedroom.
I say, you ain't letting go.
Right?
So I ain't letting go at all.
That's hilarious.
I'm ready to wake up to it. You know,
Man, we love what we do.
Master Solemn, it's not about just the gratification. You know, it's the fact that you've accomplished this and you love the way that it sounds and you feel like I need people to hear this because I'm proud of this work. That's gratifying when you're proud of the shit you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and other folks are saying, hey, that's that shit right there. If you're fooling yourself, that's another thing.
A whole nother thing, yeah.
But it's more about that vibe. All right, what else you got?
Diego in here shouting out Pasta News saying you and the Gorillas are a great collab.
Oh, cool, man. That's Gorillas is definitely like our family, man. They've become our family. Rocking with them, getting up with them through mutual friends. And yeah, from there it's just been like they're like our family, whether rolling with them on the road, jumping on whatever different albums. And I mean Damon Albarn, man, he's just our brother. He's just a good dude. And I mean, like he's just like kind of like the modern day David Byrne, where he runs around and sees talent and use it and utilize it. Yeah. And he treats, you know, the artist with respect. So making music with him, like he reminds me a lot of Q-Tip in a sense, because he's always been that dude who like he'll do something that's so amazing, but then he'll look at it and be like, all right, so but let me try to flip it. And I had never really saw that until Tip. Like Tip is the person who he'll have scenario, and then he'll do like, all right, but let me try 3 different versions of scenario, have more people rhyme on it, and you're like, but why are you doing that? Because it's the first one. And then he'll come, all right, I'm bugging, it was the first one. You know what I'm saying? So that Damon does that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I love that spirit of just like, yo, but why stop here? We made something great, but let's just get in and do something else and try it. Like I love that about him.
Yeah, like you know, the optimism. Like maybe we come up with something greater.
Yeah. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My fair to saying greetings to all the legends at the table, and Jeffro in here, he's manifesting Cypress Hill De La Soul tour. Let's go.
Oh man,
Hey, kidding me?
man.
I mean that sounds good.
Ain't nothing.
It's rolling out.
Say
That
less,
sounds
Man,
right. Jeffro knows.
Say
let's
less.
go.
That's easy. That's easy work.
Pack up and let's go.
That's fun work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like
bro.
we just love each other, man. I got so much love for y'all. That's
Be amazing.
And cats get
Hell yeah.
busy on stage.
Yeah, I mean that's, you know, like when we've played shows together, I mean that audience gets like 2.5 hours of some fucking
I'll
fire.
commit to the jump around part for all the major cities.
All right, all right. Secondaries, they don't get the knees.
You have it recorded.
The other parts, the other cities, I'm going to the hotel.
Secondary markets, they don't get the knees.
Your knees need a break.
That's dope,
man. I'm up for the challenge, bro. I'll be like doing squats during the day. I'm ready.
Ready. Get them calves up.
Yeah. What? Some Tai Chi in, be ready for those. I'm just saying, like, what are you doing? Get ready for them jumps. What jumps?
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Indeed.
That, you know, it happens. Right.
And the last one so far, Mike's asking, can you talk a little bit more about working with Nas and making Run It Back?
Well, I mean, Nas had they had came with the idea of him appearing or featuring on every album a part of the Legend series. So from Slick Rick to Raekwon to Ghost on down. So we knew early, like I would love to have him on the album. So we knew we needed a song for him. So when that song came about, it was just one that was a great one in the chamber. Mind you, Nas had already tried something to the song we had called A Quick 16 for Mama that Killer Mike is on. So he had tried something to that, and he wouldn't let me hear the lyric yet. He said, yo, I think I got to fix something. And then days would become like weeks, and then I was like, all right, he's not sending me the beat. And then Sean C was like, yo, I think he want to rhyme to something like a little bit more. And I was like, yo, you got to tell me. Y'all the one who told me to give him this. I wanted to give this to Killer Mike. So I said, cool, we get Killer Mike back on that. So we needed a record. Now, mind you, we had this record called a Yum Yum that he liked a lot. But then, like when I came across the Run It Back record, I was like, you know what? Let's see if he'll fuck with this. And when he heard it, I mean, it was the rest is history.
Oh yeah,
wow,
it's amazing.
He killed that shit.
He loved that shit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He got going, like he got it done.
Yeah,
man.
Straight for the
Yeah, and I love the record so much because like his part is different than our, like it's the same backwards Police record, but the drums on my part versus the drums on his, like everything about that record is so dope. Everything about that record.
Yeah, he brought like the fucking A game to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we knew he would.
Yeah.
I mean, but I wasn't, I didn't know what I was expecting when I was listening to it. I was just listening to it song by song. And I got to say, like, everybody that you brought on fucking killed it with y'all.
Bro.
And then when I heard that, I was like, okay. Yeah. I mean, it just made too much sense.
Oh, man.
And then just the way that it landed was just awesome, man. That's a fucking dope record.
Thank you, bro. And it's not too long. That's what I like. It's like the right amount of minutes and seconds it got in and got out, but I love that record. Not even a fucking chorus. You realize that? There's no chorus on that record.
Nah.
The chorus is in the lyric, like the Run It Back.
Right.
Yo, man, like everything about that record is dope to me.
See, I like different shit like that because I think that's something that we were doing in the 90s, all of us, that we weren't necessarily going to this this stuck sort of template of verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And that shit happened in hip hop for a minute where it was like they stopped putting the bridges and breaks and it just got to the meat and potatoes without the fucking other sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what was always dope about y'all, that y'all kept that even throughout, through your evolution, and a lot of the groups that kept that sort of fucking style, so that it kept dynamics and layers as opposed to, okay, here's the verse, chorus, here's the verse, here's the chorus.
Yeah.
There was so much of that shit that it became redundant.
Yeah.
And like, so to hear like verses, like songs like that where it's a long ass verse and there's not really a chorus, that shit is out of the box right there. To me, that's that's what makes albums is not being afraid to like go out of the so-called template of what they know as hip hop songwriting.
Yeah, nah. I mean, 100%. We even did it on the other Primo track, NF, where it's just me rhyming. There ain't really no chorus, but the nigga's funny. This keeps happening, and then thought takes over, and this keeps going. Like I just, so it's like. Because, I mean, I loved records like that from KRS-One when he would just rhyme. Like, he just rhymed it all the way through.
All the way through.
All the way through. And it was about no chorus. It was about...
He picked it up from, like, the fourth bar of
Mm-hmm.
the new verse.
Yeah. So...
You know what I always thought was a dope hip-hop technique in terms of that part where it's like they're going all the way out on the verse when the verse is so long and they just start fading
it out.
Right.
Like a fucking like, damn, he bodied that so hard that
he
faded out.
had to fade it out, and he's still rhyming.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man. The lost art of verse fade outs.
What? Yeah, man. We got ours off on The View. When I at the end of the
Yeah, that was a
view,
good one.
and we faded it out. Yo, man. Yo.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Nas has one like that too, right? Which
I
song
know
that-
he does.
He's got one like
He
that.
does. He does have
I
one.
can't remember what song right now in the moment, but
Yeah.
he's flipping bars and then it all just.
I think radio forced us into that verse, chorus thing.
Yeah,
you know, it's the trade-off, man. It's the
Yeah.
trade-off of like this product that you're making. You're realizing that wow, it can be a part of this other this medium that we grew up listening to, and it ain't and it ain't only on the rap weekends. Like that's what New York was. I mean, so even when K-Day at one point came and they were just playing rap, I was like, oh shit, like this is crazy. So I mean, like to be a part of that system is great, but like it came with like radio stations and record companies trying to make you conform to a way or a format.
Songwriting,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like some gave in, some wasn't even having it, I mean, some did it well. I mean, like you can't tell me that Timbaland didn't do it well with Missy. I mean, like I know they went into that booth making singles. Like like they make music, but they had the art. Pharrell, he has the art down of like, we're gonna make a banging ass radio record.
Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy.
There's a formula to making singles and like hit singles. I mean, everything is a gamble. You can't guarantee it, but like there is a style of it, and certain producers know this formula, and he's definitely one of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
without question. But imagine like right when after Tommy Boy had Tom had lost all the artists, and then we went into the WIA system. Elektra wanted us. Elektra grabs us and like, yo. So Sylvia's over there and she like, yo, we love De La. We want to do this De La record. But they was like, but yo, we need Timbaland to do the entire record. And we was like,
what?
Yeah, that was a great
nah.
Yeah, that
we was like, nah.
That'd been different.
Oh,
y'all would have.
That would have been
It was like,
that
if
Run
he come,
DMC
if he
thing
comes
you
with
talking
something
about.
that work, you know
He
what
was
I mean?
like, and we, us as De La, we always feel like we can be on a track with anyone. We can be produced by anyone. We just got to marry ourselves to the right track. But I don't think the intention was there correctly to even do that. And we was like,
yeah, it would have changed who y'all were.
Oh hell
yeah.
I mean, because like y'all had hits without trying to get the hits.
Yeah.
And when you're putting it in the producer's hand, who that's all they do is hits. That's a different formula.
Yeah.
You kind of got to get like you either got to embrace that swing or say or do what y'all did and say, well, we're gonna have to pass on that.
Yeah, we have to pass. She's like, yeah, that's the only way I can really do this. I was like, nah. And she was, we knew Sylvia for a minute. So she was cool with it. She understood. And that's when we broke out. We left the weird system and then we did Grind Date. We was like, fuck that shit.
I don't think I think she had good intention. Like,
no, she did.
Obviously, she wanted to blow y'all up in a different way, but it would have changed the dynamic.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because even in those moments, a record label, even when they want to have your best intentions, they're not looking at you like for the long game. Because if you break, we got another one in the closet that we can use. You know what I'm saying? We break this tool, just go in the tool shed and get another one. Like, nah, you can't break my career. My career, this is for me, Mace, Dave. Like, we here for this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all got that thing called longevity that other motherfuckers strive for. And that's because y'all put so much work in.
Likewise, my brother. Likewise.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Likewise, my
We are
brother.
fortunate to be doing what we love.
Imagine someone telling you to do an entire album with Timbaland.
Yeah, no.
Cypress Hill.
It couldn't. Yeah, that couldn't happen.
Are you crazy?
I mean, I know how
I
to.
know you would bang one out, but god damn.
Yeah, I know how to adapt.
Yeah.
But does it fall in the? You know what I mean? Does it fall in that pocket of who you are? And if it doesn't, you gotta say
you gotta say
right.
That's a fact.
Right.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Agreed.
But it would have been a trip to hear that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Muggs and Tim in the same room, like
yeah, no.
Who gonna set it first?
Two different vibes. Completely different. Oh my god.
That'd have been crazy.
I mean, not to say that Timbo ain't great at what he does.
No, it's amazing at what
he does. But like, yeah, well, like how
Timbo is I love
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's just how does the sound change?
Yeah.
It's like you had like a sort of like a something to go on, you know, because he had a body of work out there. And there's a specific style in with what he does, just like there's a specific style in what Pharrell does, whatnot. You know what I mean? You hear that, and you like you're saying, you're trying to marry yourself to like what you think that sound might be, like connecting with that. And if it doesn't make sense to you, not even in your head, it's kind of hard to get behind.
Let alone if you're doing that, and I'm not saying they would do it, but then you will have that same new producer saying, but nah, man, you got to do it like this. We can see the young boy or da-da-da. And he'd be like, nah, that's not what I'm trying to do. I got to be me authentically.
Right.
And then and as me being a creative, I'm going to try to, like I always said that, like, yo, I could have been on a track with 50 Cent. Why not? Like, but be creative. Maybe 50 Cent, he's on the street scrambling. I'm his brother who's not, and I'm trying to get him out the street. And right there, we're connected. He's going to say the ill rhyme about what he's doing. I'll say the right rhyme. You marry the right shit. You just can't just be like, so I could just say I got a song with 50 Cent, but the shit is not dope because the intention of it being, like you said earlier, a song, it ain't there.
You can't just throw it together.
Nah.
You got to marry it.
Yeah.
Concepts mean everything.
Yes. Cohesiveness.
Yeah.
All that. Yeah. Dante Ross.
That's our brother.
That's my brother too, man. He taught me that like early on when we were like, because he knew Muggs before we were on, right? Obviously, and
we was with Dante when we met Muggs.
Yeah. And every now and then, he dropped some gems and shit, like in terms of, what things should be like in terms of like, listen, man, the conversation was about producers. And like, you don't want to have to. We were listening to someone's album, someone that we knew in common, and they had like probably 6 different producers on the album and shit. And Dante was like, well, this shit is pretty good. There's a couple of songs here and there, but it's not cohesive. I could tell that like there's 6 different producers on this shit, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
And that always stuck in my head. You know what I mean? Like even outside of like doing the work with Muggs, who was, for the most part, the one who produced all the Cypress Hill shit in the beginning, right? One producer. And maybe, like on Black Sunday and something else, we had T-Ray on Black Sunday, produce We Ain't Going Out Like That. And RZA do Killer Hill on Temples of Boom.
Yeah.
But it was because they were all guys in the same mindset, and he could like understand that they understood what our shit was, and he could open up like that. But it was always my mindset that like one producer to produce the thing so that it has a sound and cohesion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that to me is like everything. But sometimes, and this happens, it's not uncommon because there's a lot of classic hip hop albums that there are producers that come together and put these albums together, and they are classics. I mean, it works too. It's just about what you prefer, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like you said, either way is just the sequencing, marrying the right tracks to the artist, and like if that artist, like you said, have several different producers, someone, whether it's the artist, the producer, whoever's over it.
I think it lends when the lyricists themselves know how to produce as well.
Absolutely.
Because they know how to really pick music.
Know how to pick the music.
Yeah, man.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah. I've always felt that, like if the rapper can produce a DJ, they know how to pick music in a different way, and someone having to pick than someone having to pick for them.
No, it's very true.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we had it happen throughout our career. I mean, even recently on this album, like Knots, he did the Ask a Quick 16 for Mama with Killer Mike, but he sent us a gang of shit, and it's Knots. So like the tracks is crazy.
Dude,
but in listening to what he's sending me, and outside of just getting excited, at every moment I'm actually thinking of the album, and I'm like, well, that's amazing. I know I could write something crazy for it, but we don't need another one of those.
That's what makes sense
How does
for
it
the
fit?
project.
Yeah, how does it fit into this?
Right.
That one that we picked it was nothing else like that. And I felt like, and it could go in between this song and that song. It could work with this. You start figuring out what to marry to your project, you know?
Yeah, I feel like when you have that kind of experience that you can actually pull that off. Because you know what you're setting forth to do, and you know what goes with, and you know what doesn't go.
Yo, it's called a body of work for a reason.
Yeah.
So you can't turn around and have 3 sets of lungs, 4 titties, 7 eyes. You need feet, you need arms, you need ears, you know.
All that.
You need all that. You know, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker give you a track and be like 11 titties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, like
Too many titties.
too many titties, too much milk.
Not enough hands.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
man.
Man, hey, I want to thank y'all for taking the time to sit in with us.
Brother, man.
Man, this has been fucking I wish we could do this shit all the time.
Man,
Love you, brother. Thank you
Need
for
a
having us.
apartment up the street, man.
What? Come on, man.
Hey, look, you know, whenever y'all need me, I'm a phone call away. You know this.
Yes.
And, man, I got to say, man, it's been great.
That tour idea sounds nice, though.
We got to talk about that some more, yeah.
That sounds nice.
Because, I mean, you know, I know we'd go out there and flip it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't nothing like a De La show. Let's just say that right now.
Same with y'all, man. Cypress, come on, B.
Hey, man, it's nothing but love always. You know this.
brother.
And congratulations on a banging.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Seriously. Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, you want to give any shout outs before we roll?
Man, the whole Cypress Hill family, man. Dr. Greenthumb,
They'll
man.
take that.
You know what I'm saying? C-, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, son. You know?
Thank you, man. Just thank you, Macy. I love you, man.
What?
Love you guys.
Or
man.
we love y'all too, bro. Love all of y'all. I just want to make sure like people just remember, man, Cabin in the Sky. It's a beautiful album. We're so proud of this album.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, it's the perfect, as May say, the perfect balance of joy and pain. There's a lot of joy in this album, man. It's not, I know certain people could be like, wow, I got to hear a new De La album. I don't know if Dave's going to be in it. You know, you got people showing up just for that reason.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, show up, because I really feel like once you show up, you're going to love it, man. You're going to love what we've cooked up, this art. You're going to love it. And it's called Cabin in the Sky. Word.
I'm stamping that. They are going to love it because I know I loved it. As a De La fan, listening to it, that shit was hitting.
Thank you.
There's some very, very, very special music on that album. Y'all should check it out. Word up. You got any shout outs, C?
Yeah, just shout out to Maceo and Pasanus, man. Like, it's been an honor knowing you guys as long as we have, you know, like, and just, you know, salutations, salutary.
Word up.
Salutary.
You know, it's an honor, man. It's really an honor to be able to sit here and chat it up with you guys and to just.
Man, you don't cut it out. You are a friend, man. You better stop.
I gotta give you your flowers first. You know what I mean? Like, and thank you for the music.
Yo, I don't see you brothers often. You know what I'm saying? So it's always great to see y'all, man. Always.
Yeah, man.
And we always pick up from where we left off, having
That's right.
a great time.
That's right.
Man. All the time.
So thank you guys, and you know, for being here, hanging out with us. Shout out to everyone out there. Follow me at C-Fan4 on all the social media. Tonight I'll be at Motown on Monday.
Ooh.
Myself, DJ Fat Trick, and Mona Lisa.
Oh shit!
Shit!
Yeah.
Oh man!
So that's tonight.
Oh,
you guys, you know.
Oh man, I might have to. I might have to sneak out.
This promo shit we doing, man.
Yeah, we'll be there.
It's all right. That's not too later. It's all right. Get your second win, Papa. You know, it's all good.
Hey, come on.
All right, son.
So see you tonight over there.
Yep.
Sister Mona Lisa.
Doobie.
Hey man, just want to give a shout out to De La. I was raised on these guys' music, so they've kind of made me. So it's like I got nothing to say, and I still got goosebumps on me. They here, so that's all I got to say, man. Thank you, Maceo, and Paz. Forget it, man. What you guys contribute to the hip hop world is, I'm speechless, man. You ain't no words to describe it. Just thank you. Just keeping those doors open, and congratulations on the new album.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's it. I got to give a big shout out to Dilated People's Rocker. I got to call you Rocker. So, word, I love you, Rocker. All right, man. So everybody else, man, love y'all. Word up. Heck yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yo, shout out the Insane Asylum, shout out to Ray Morning, shout out Film, shout out to the Dominator, and maybe we can get Maceo a little high before he goes and do more interviews. Let's see. What's up, B?
You flying already? You got wings on. Natural wings.
We thank God.
No Red Bull wings.
We thank God for blessing us with one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time, De La Soul. Swallow that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
BREALTV.